So, a couple days ago, I was finally able to pick up my suppressor, my very first suppressor. The gun shop that I bought the suppressor from gave me a call and said, "Hey, you can come pick up your suppressor. Your tax stamp came back." So I went up and picked it up, and yeah, it took a little over a year. It was like a year and a few days, and I got approved because I filed all my paperwork last October, and we're in October now. We're almost in November. It's actually October 30th today. Took a little over a year for the paperwork to get approved and me to get my tax stamp. So here's my first suppressor ever. So for my first suppressor, I decided to go budget because I just wanted to get into the suppressor game. I didn't want to spend $500, $600 to get into the silencer game. I just definitely wanted a suppressor that was going to work, and I didn't want to spend a lot of money on my first can. I already spent the price of the can plus that $200 tax stamp. I haven't shot it yet, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm probably going to shoot it tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. That being said, I'm just going to read off some of the information that I've got on it on the box, right? Alright, so what this is, it's a Pro Series 56 Po' Boy suppressor, manufactured, made by Black Aces Tactical, okay? And again, I'm just going to read some of the specs that come off the box. So it's a 5.56 can, 5.56 by 4.5 millimeter NATO. It's a 1/2 by 28 direct thread. So your 1/2 by 28, you all know that is your standard AR-15 5.56 thread pitch. Again, direct thread, right onto the threads here. There's no quick detach or anything like that, but that's fine. I'm simple. I'm a pretty basic guy. Direct thread's pretty easy. Simple. What else? It's user serviceable. So using your standard AR-15 stock wrench tool, that tool that you can take off your barrel nut, you can take off your castle nut, all that stuff. That tool there, you can take apart that suppressor with there's little notches here on the front of the can that you can use your AR wrench on, and to take this whole apart. This is a baffle suppressor. It is not a monocore, so you can take it apart, you take the baffles out and clean them as needed. It is made out of 4130 chromoly steel, or actually it says 4130 chromoly steel body, okay, and it's 316 stainless steel internals. All right, so that's good, cool. Dual wall construction. I don't know what that means, but it's dual wall construction, whatever that means, and it's full auto rated. All right, so you guys that got good trigger fingers, or you guys that got binary triggers and stuff like that, or those kind of things, full auto rated, so that's good. And here's just some more information on the box here that I'm not gonna read all of it, but I'll read a little bit. It says, only install on factory threaded barrels. Ensure the suppressor is mounted firmly prior to and during use. Failure to do so may damage the suppressor and or your firearm. That's bad. And it can cause personal injury. Sound suppression will vary depending on atmospheric conditions, shooter location, and the ammunition used. You're all probably aware of that. And decibel reduction may not fall to hearing safe levels depending on the conditions. An ear pro is always recommended for use. So there you go. Here's a pretty common sense one. Ensure the firearm is unloaded before installing or removing the suppressor. Right? You don't want to blow your hands off or shoot something, have an ND when you're putting your can on. Really, it's pretty pathetic for anybody to have an ND. Anyways, that's really all I've got for you. I just really wanted to show it off. Again, I haven't even shot this guy yet, but I'm very excited to. It's my first suppressor that I've ever owned. My first approved tax stamp. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting out on the range and shooting this thing and seeing how how much quieter it is, and it's just going to be an overall way more pleasant experience shooting firearms when you've got a suppressor on it. It's more pleasurable for the shooter and the people around them, because firearms are loud, and the suppressor just makes it a little more comfortable for the shooter and the shooters around him. It's a far better experience. It just makes sense. So I definitely will be getting more of these in the future. And I did all mine via a silencer shop kiosk at one of the firearm locations around me that has access to a kiosk, and that is the way to go. You want to get a suppressor, a silencer can, go ahead and do it through a silencer shop kiosk. That will make the experience far more easy for you to do. I don't think I have it. Actually, yeah. I'm getting ahead of myself. One more thing that I do want to mention about the suppressor that I didn't talk about yet is that it is heavy. It is dang heavy. Alright? I don't have the exact weight off the top of my head. I don't know it off the top of my head. But it's heavy. I know that was one of the points that they were telling me about when I bought this thing a year ago, is that they were saying that it's a pretty heavy can. Because it's not made out of titanium. If it were a titanium can, it would be lighter, and it would be probably about 3-4 times more expensive than what this can was. So because this can is made out of not titanium, it's made out of lower grade metals. It's heavy. But that being said, it's a freaking suppressor, so I'm happy about that. Alright, y'all. Peace out. Get yourself a can.